Hello and welcome. My name's Angie Holden and I'm the blogger behind the Country Chic Cottage. Today we're going to talk about patch tote bags and making those with DTF prints. So I feel like a patch tote bag, adding patches to tote bags is like all the rage, right? Getting those patches, adding them to a variety of different tote bags. Doesn't have to be a tote bag like this, but a variety of tote bags. And most of the time you're purchasing a pretty expensive patch or finding those places. But you can use DTF for the patch instead and get those for less. And they look so cute. So first of all, this video is sponsored by Ninja Transfers. However, all projects and opinions are my own. And we're going to use their DTF transfers to make a cute tote bag with tons of patches. Now, you can use this with any patch design. So design your own patches, find patch designs places, and upload them to ninjatransfers.com. Have them print the DTF prints for you. But I wanted to use these in a very special way. So if you do not already know, Sublimation and Beyond Camp is June 25th through June 27th, 2026. And you can grab your free pass at sublimationcamp.com. And when you join in Sublimation Camp, you earn tons of different badges during the camp. And it's just kind of sort of a fun addition to camp. And the badges, you can just post them on social to show that you're in camp. It's just a fun addition. But you can also use those badge files for projects, including a patch tote bag. So that's what I'm going to use for my patch tote bag. I ended up making two versions. So I made this version, name in the middle. And again, you don't have to include the name. It could just be all patches, but I definitely wanted to add my name to these. And this one, name at the bottom, just to show you that you can lay these out however you would like. You can use this as like a party where people lay out patches on their tote bags and then you press them. There's a variety of ways that you can do this once you know the method. So first, let's take a look at the supplies we're going to use. For supplies, you'll need your tote bag, a heat-resistant mat, something to cool your DTF down and or press it down into the fibers of your tote bag. So I often use a DTF cooling block, but something like a microfiber cloth also works. Pair of scissors, then you'll need your DTF print. So we're going to take a look at how to get this DTF print in a minute. The DTF print itself will come with a cover sheet once you order it from Ninja Transfers. So you will need some type of cover sheet, and then you will need a heating source. So I'm going to use my Cricut Easy Press today, but you can use an iron or you could use a more traditional heat press for this project. The DTF print actually comes with instructions for all three methods. For my example, I have a gang sheet with a bunch of different badges from Sublimation Camp. So these can be any patch designs that you would like. I just thought it would be fun to make this with a theme from Sublimation Camp. So if you're joining us for Sublimation Camp, you can earn these badges in camp. And I will link below to a free ticket, so you can grab your free ticket if you want to join Sublimation and Beyond Camp, as well as download all of these badges to print. And then I did use a font to print my name here, and it's a font that sort of looks stitched, and I will link to that font in the description below this video as well. So I did want to make a gang sheet in order to print from Ninja Transfers. So I headed to Canva, I uploaded all of my designs, and then I just laid them out onto a sheet. You can make this sheet whatever size you're going to order from Ninja Transfers. Then just drop them onto the sheet, resize them. You are going to want to type your name as well, and then just lay them out where all the patches you want to print fit on one sheet. Then you're going to download it, and I like to download mine as a PNG with a transparent background. Now on the Ninja Transfers website, you can remove the background from any image, so you don't have to have the paid version of Canva in order to do this. Then open up ninjatransfers.com, and I like to order DTF prints by size when I'm just doing one of these. Then go ahead and upload that gang sheet and order. Then Ninja Transfers will print it, and it will come to your house looking just like this. So this is an example if I wanted to do a patch tote bag where I wanted all the patches printed on one sheet. So perhaps you're doing a party where you want all the patches on one sheet. You hand the sheets out, everyone lays them out, and then you press all of the patch tote bags at once. That would be one example for how to use a sheet like this. However, if I was doing this where I just was offering the tote bags and people got to mix and match the patches, I might do the gang sheet differently, where I would use one patch and do multiples of it in a row, then the next patch. So it just depends on how you are going to do your gang sheet. I did mine as an example of like a party because I have each person's name, and that person can choose from all of the patches on the sheet. Then I'm just gonna take my tote bag, lay it on my heat resistant mat, and I'm gonna do just a brief pre-press here. Now, you can see that the Easy Press is significantly smaller than the tote bag I'm going to use. That's okay, we can press the tote bag in sections and not have any issues. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these apart at this time because I kind of want to lay them out on the tote bag. Now, as someone that is a host of Sublimation Camp, I have definitely earned all of these badges. However, if you are joining us for Sublimation Camp, you can definitely earn these badges by completing different things. Like, for instance, this one has got my free ticket, and you earn it as soon as you sign up for that free ticket. And then this one, for example, is visitedninjatransfers.com. So as soon as you head to their website, you get that badge. So it's just a fun way to earn some badges. And then you can use them in projects like this one to make yourself a Sublimation and Beyond Camp tote bag. So I'm just going to cut all of these apart. Then I would just lay these out on the tote bag however you would like them. Now, if you are doing this at a party, and let's say you have different stations and people are laying out their patches separately from where you are pressing them, you might have some heat resistant tape on hand, so they could go ahead and tape these into place. And that way they would make sure that they stayed in place as they move it to like a heat pressing station. But I am going to be pressing right here, so I'm just gonna kind of lay them out and cutting them, say, as close as possible to the print allows you to get these a bit closer as well. And then I wanna be sure to fill up this entire tote. You can do that, or you could concentrate all of your patches in a certain area. But I'm definitely gonna like try to fill up this entire tote bag with my little patches. And then once I have them just like I want them, I am ready to press. And I am going to use a Cricut Easy Press for my version. And I have that heated to 320 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. And what I'm gonna do is to press each section of the tote bag. And I can just go right over the top of this at this point because the carrier sheet is still on each of these DTF prints. So we're just going to press each section of the tote bag and press down with about medium pressure. And then I will just move the tote bag over and press that next section. And then just repeat for 2 more sections at the top. Overlap is fine for these transfers, so you don't have to worry about overlapping and overheating. Pressing more than the time that it asks for is absolutely fine. So I can go ahead and overlap over the top of that name, which I pressed the first time across the bottom, and it does not matter if I press it again or not. The carrier sheet is still over everything. And then we'll do 1 more press. And once that press is done, just lift that up. And now these first ones are probably cool, but what you would do if they were not is you would cool them off with something like the DTF cooling block. If you're using a canvas tote bag, you might have issues with the material sticking, and something like a microfiber cloth will help you really push it down into those fibers. And then what you will do is for each of these is to peel off that sheet that is covering the top. Now it's very important that you do a post press with these. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to peel off all of these. Just make sure that they're stuck down well. And then we will do a post press for each one to complete the tote. Once all of those carrier sheets are off, what you're gonna do is add the cover sheet to the top and definitely do a post press. So what a post press does, and the post press is the same time, temperature, and pressure as the original press. The post press is going to make sure that this is stuck really well, that everything is down inside of those fibers, and it's going to make it last a really long time. So my example here is a patch tote bag, but of course you can make patch shirts, patch whatever you would like with this same method. And especially something that you are going to wash often, a shirt you're going to wear a lot, you definitely want to make sure that you do this post press. I just do it for any DTF project. That way I make sure that everything lasts a really long time, no matter if I need to throw it in the laundry several times or not. The post press will ensure that everything lasts. And again, it is okay to overlap. As you can see, I'm overlapping with the Easy Press once again. and that is fine. So you don't have to have a large heat press to make a project like this. It's absolutely fine to overlap with something like the Cricut Easy Press. Then once that last press is done, you can remove the carrier sheet and your patch tote bag is complete, and it's absolutely adorable. So if you are joining us for a sublimation camp, this is your sign that you need a tote bag, you need to order some DTF transfers, and you need to add your badges to a quick tote bag and show off all of those badges that you earn. Okay, now you have the method. You have a completed patch tote bag and you know exactly how to do it. Now all that's left for you to do is decide what kind of patches you want to print with DTF, what kind of tote you want to put it on, and then just start combining DTF with your favorite tote to make a patch design. Now, if you're part of Sublimation and Beyond Camp this year, of course you can download those badges and use those as your patches and make a cute tote bag that will remind you all about camp this year. And like I said, it does not have to be a tote. So you could use this for shirts. It could be a smaller like zipper pouch type situation. You could use these a wide variety of ways. If it is fabric or a porous surface, you can put DTF on it. Now, want to make the same type of thing but want a mug, so you want patches on a mug, then just switch over and use UV DTF. I have videos for that as well. Whichever way you choose to create, just know that you can make patches very easily by just uploading them and getting DTF print. So now, in the description below this video, you will find links to Ninja transfers so you can order your DTF for your patches. You'll find links to Sublimation Camp so you can join us for a fun camp, and of course, get those badge designs. If you think this tote is cute, please make your own. And if you're in Sublimation and Beyond Camp, start earning those badges, accumulating them, and ordering your print from Ninja Transfers. And bonus, if you're in Sublimation and Beyond Camp, Ninja Transfers has a coupon code in the sponsor section of camp. So even more reason to sign up for your free ticket if you're going to order DTF or UV DTF from Ninja Transfers. So now, if you have any questions about anything we've covered, drop down in the comment section, ask away. If you like this video, it helped you, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, head on over to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. I have videos just like this one all the time, including videos on DTF and UV DTF that you might enjoy. So join me next time for another crafty, creative video right here on YouTube. Thanks y'all, bye-bye.